Y'all know love, it's in need of love today. Don't, don't delay. Send yours in right away. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. As y'all can see, I'm up pretty much with the birds like I like it. Well, actually, I've been up since the crack of dawn, but I can come out and do a video. And I just wanted to kind of have a real talk with the family this morning because I made a video a couple weeks ago and a couple of y'all hit me up in my email. I didn't get too many comments on the video, but a lot of y'all was mad because I made a reference about eating our young. And I was saying about, some of our young people are so out of control that I don't really see anything that can be done. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but in my reality is you can't save everybody, and that's a given. I mean, everybody's not going to be saved. It's not 100% foolproof. You're gonna have some casualties, just like in war. You lose a few, um, and you take some victories and you take some defeats. In this case, where we have people that are self-destructing right before our very eyes, it's like at some point, what are we gonna do? We can't let them eat us, so we're gonna have to eat them, and that was my only point. Um, I didn't mean that in lieu of the young man that threw the woman in the pool, because that happened a couple days later, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, I see what you mean." That was really retarded and real ignorant. And had that been my mother, I probably, and I would throw the book at his ass as well because common sense ain't common no more. But he should have had better sense than to pick that woman up. And once he fell down with her, he should have said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And that should have been the end of it. The fact that he threw her in the pool let me know that his testosterone and that the girls egging him on um, allowed him to do more damage than he probably would have done had he not have been encouraged that way. Because that's what guys do. Little boys do that all the time when they get in front of girls. They show out, and it never stops. It just changes forms. Okay, so that it is what it is. But that wasn't really nearly my point. What really kind of got me is a friend of mine's, my daughter's, actually my daughter's friend. Her uncle was just killed in a shooting. Um, Not a shooting, I'm sorry. Y'all excuse me, it's kind of early. My mind is still kind of foggy. Um, he was sitting at an intersection and he got hit by teens who stole a vehicle and crashed into him, going like 70 miles an hour, running from the police. Hit him, he died instantly. So if that's any consolation in the whole thing, it is the fact that he died instantaneously. But he's a father of two girls. He's a present father. He was a supportive father, and it's really sad to see him taken away from his family like that on some thug shit. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. The thugs, some thug shit. That it's insanity. And right when that was, I was dealing with the initial hurt from that, um, because here you have a productive man in society, a man that doesn't have to be on child support because he knows his responsibility, a person that is striving to be a positive role model in not only his daughter's lives but other children's lives, and then he gets taken out just like that. 2 years ago on New Year's, my one of my best friends' niece got taken out the same way. Straight A student, attending the University of Wisconsin in Madison, coming home to visit us over the holiday weekend, and she got hit the same way. A police chasing a vehicle struck her vehicle, Her and her boyfriend, I think her boyfriend stayed in a coma for like 3 weeks. She got killed instantly, ejected from the car, and yada yada yada. And I'm saying all this to say, because y'all saying, where the hell you going with this? You all over the place this morning. Yeah, I know. I'm saying this to say, just like a few years ago, I had an incident where a transitioning transgender person got in the car with a man and didn't tell him that he was a transgender. And the guy found out in the most unusual circumstances, and of course, it ended in the guy's death. Okay, and I got scolded and heated up pretty bad because I said, your mama told you never to get in the car with strangers. I feel bad that he's dead, but I at the same time, I mean, I'm not blaming. What is his responsibility? His responsibility is he got in a car with a dude and he didn't tell the guy. The guy thought he was a woman. I mean, I don't know what to say to people when they say shit like that. I don't have anything against him being transgender or, doing what makes him feel free, but you have a responsibility to tell the person that picked you up. I'd have been like, no, I'm transgender, or whatever the situation is. I don't think that you should be getting in the car with people and they thinking that you one way and then you end up another way. I don't want to see you dead. But if you get dead, I understand why. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. There's consequences and repercussions for your actions. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Don't want to take the shit. Y'all don't want to take a lot of this generation today don't want to take the ass whooping. They don't want to take the repercussions or nothing. That's why they shoot you. That's why we've developed in a generation full of narcissists, a generation full of fucking cowards who don't do anything but blame somebody and they're scared they're gonna get their ass beat, then you're gonna get shot. And they figure that's a better way to handle it. That's not my generation. So I can't hardly relate to these people. And that's how um, you have more time behind you than you got in front of you. Because you look at some of this stuff and you go, really? You mean you can't knuckle up with that? You gotta go out here and you gotta go and find a bullet? Yeah. Okay, let me let that go. The gist of my story is now I have a person that was in my support group and her son has been accused. Well, her son was accused of robbing someone, which resulted in that person's death. He was with the people, and fortunately for him, not the victim, he was given a real light sentence because of it. He wasn't made to serve a lot of time because of it. And I think that's what continued his wayward behavior. Well, now the young man is dead. He got shot. Someone killed him. And of course, it's sad to hear about death. And it's sad to know there's nothing I would imagine. I've never been there before as a parent to have my child killed or to have, I've never been on the other side of that as well. So it's got to be a horrible feeling. However, I really don't know what to say because I've been avoiding because the only comfort I can say is I'm so sad for your loss, or I'm so sad that this happened to him. I can't say anything further because otherwise I would feel deep down I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I can't get down and just do all this wailing and because the laws of karma, which most people don't want to believe in, they catch up with us, and when they catch up with us, it may not be where it manifests itself through me. It might hit my grandbaby. It might hit my brother, my mama. This is how the laws of karma work. So while I'm in mourning with her, and that's what I am mourning. The fact that she lost her son. It's a sad thing. I can just feel that on a spiritual level. Who, you lost your son. And on the other hand, I don't know how many people your son has been responsible for losing. I don't know. I don't know how many people and families that your son made feel exactly the way you feeling this morning. And just because I have that information and because I know that, I have to stay objective. I will stay supportive, but I can't co-sign bullshit. I never have and I never will. It's just not who I am. Sometimes I hate that I made that way, but it is what it is. I can't co-sign it. So I just wanted to share that with y'all this morning because it's really kind of disturbing me. I just want to drop it in the mental house, okay? All right. If you like what you hear, y'all, please like, subscribe, share. Y'all know the drill. And I'll talk to you a little later in the mental house. I see the traffic is picking up, huh? All right. Bye bye.